In 1972, an impossible headline hit the Italian newsstands. It claimed that a team of 12 world-renowned scientists had successfully built a device that could peer through the veil of time to view any moment from history. They called it the chronovisor. This was much more than some tabloid rumour. The man at the centre of the story was Father Marcello Ernetti, a Benedictine monk who was an expert in ancient music and a brilliant physicist. Ernetti was not a man known for his tall tales. He was a highly respected scholar. So when he claimed that he had personally witnessed the Last Supper, the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, and the delivery of the Ten Commandments, he made the world stop and listen. But here's the terrifying part. Father Ernetti claimed that the Vatican possesses a video recording of the most famous event in human history. And they've spent the last 50 years trying to make sure you and I never see it. Ernetti claimed he didn't build this alone. He alleges that he was commissioned to lead a secret project in the 1950s that included some of the most formidable minds of the 20th century. Names like Enrico Fermi, a Nobel Prize winner and architect of the nuclear age, and Wernher von Braun, the NASA genius who put man on the moon. So why would men of this caliber, men who lived in the realm of hard data and fact, risk their great reputations to build a time TV in a church basement? The theory behind the chronovisor is rooted in a concept that modern physics is still coming to terms with. The idea that energy can never be destroyed. Ernetti argued that every sound, every movement, and every flash of light emitted by a human being is a form of electromagnetic energy. This energy does more than simply vanish. It radiates outward, leaving faint, ghost-like trails in the atmosphere. The chronovisor is designed to act as a hypersensitive transductor. It didn't transport a person into the past. It turned these residual frequencies and reconstructed them into a visual feed. It was essentially a complicated television to watch the past. But what they saw was shocking. It's an intriguing story so far. But what proof did Ernetti come forward with? Quite a big piece, actually. Alongside his 1972 report, a photograph was released, a grainy, high-contrast image of the face of Jesus Christ in his final moments. Ernetti claimed this photo was directly captured from the chronovisor's screen. For the faithful, it was a miracle, but for skeptics, on the other hand, it was the smoking gun. Within months, skeptical researchers pointed out that the photo bore a striking resemblance to a wood carving in an Italian church. The media immediately branded it a hoax, and the chronovisor was laughed off as a pious fantasy. But then something really strange happened. If Father Ernetti was just a con man with a fake photo, you would think that the Vatican would have completely ignored him. Instead, in 1988, the Church under Pope John Paul II issued a formal decree stating that anyone experimenting with instruments of such characteristics would be automatically excommunicated and sent to eternal damnation in hell. Okay, no fire and brimstone, but excommunication is a severe, high-level punishment reserved for the most extreme crimes. Why did the church try so hard to ban something that doesn't exist? Ernetti was ordered into silence, where he retreated back into his monastery for years, and the chronovisor was said to have been dismantled. But the story just did not die. In 1994, shortly before his death, Ernetti sent a final letter to a confidant. He didn't recant his bizarre claims. He doubled down. He claimed that the machine he helped to create was absolutely real, but that the team had realized the horrors of what they had created. They quickly realized, by their logic, a device that can see into the past can also see the present. It would mean that the end of all human privacy. Every secret conversation, every bathroom trip, every government conspiracy would all be visible to whoever had the dials of the machine. The CIA's ultimate fantasy. He believed the world wasn't ready for that kind of unchecked power. He built more than a time machine. He built the ultimate weapon of surveillance. It's a gripping story. But is any of it true? Well, if we're going to find the truth, we have to first look for holes in Ernetti's story. First, there's the photo of Christ. In 1972, shortly after the picture of Jesus was published, researchers identified it as a mirror image of a wood carving by the artist Culo Valera. When confronted with this, Ernetti's defense was very weak. He claimed that the machine's reconstruction process sometimes mirrored existing art. Very convenient. Second, there's the Latin play. Ernetti claimed that he used the chronovisor to watch a lost play by the Roman poet Ennius called Thyestes, performed in around 169 BC. He transcribed a portion of this play, but when analysed by Latin scholars, they found it contained words and grammatical structures that did not exist in 169 BC. It's not looking good for Ernetti. But here's where the deconstruction takes a dark turn. There's a tactic called a double blind. You leak a story that is 90% true, but you include one obvious, easily debunked lie, like a fake photo. When the public finds the fake photo, they throw away the entire story thinking, oh, we've solved it. Was it a secret Vatican psyop? If the chronovisor was real, the last thing the church would want is for the public to believe it actually existed. By allowing a fake photo to circulate, they successfully buried technology under the label of a fringe conspiracy theory for over half a century. Today we live in an age where we are closer to Ernetti's no privacy world than ever before. But the chronovisor remains the ultimate mystery. Was it the greatest discovery in human history, or a brilliant monk's attempt to give the world a physical window into his own faith? But what do you think? If you had the chance to sit in front of that flickering screen for just 5 minutes, which moment in history would you search for? Let me know in the comments. And please consider subscribing for more, because there's always more coming.